what is the difference between workflow and trigger?
Workflow only after input.
Yeah, workflow is nothing but, so whenever we are performing any operations, if the evaluation criteria and rule criteria is executing matching, then workflows are executing. Workflows we can use in master details only. If you want to update a parent child relation, only it is supporting master detail, but in the lookup relation it is not supporting. So whenever we are using triggers, it is irrespective of relationships, it is executing whether it is a lookup relation or master detail relation, any relationship it is executing. And triggers are performing database operations. Whenever we are performing the database operations, before or after database operations, triggers are executing. Triggers are executing before database operations or after database operations it is executing. Now we have before events and after events in the triggers. Before and after events in the triggers. Before 3 events and after 4 events we have. That is before insert, before update, before delete. After insert, after update, after delete, after undelete. Like this we have the some of the events in this triggers. Now if you want to perform the any operations, the triggers are first it is holding the any record. Using Whenever we are saving any record, by default it is saving into database, but whenever we are using triggers, at that time it directly cannot interact. It is interact with the context variable. It is interact with the context variable through trigger context variables. It is executing databases. So here we have the context variables trigger.new, trigger.new map, trigger.old, trigger.old map, like this. If you want to perform before insert, before update, before after insert, after update, after undelete, after delete, after undelete, then we are using the trigger.new also, new using trigger.new map also we can use, but before insert it is not supporting. Now trigger.old map is supporting. So these are the events before or after delete and update operations, also after undelete operation also it is supporting. Whenever we are using the trigger.new or trigger.old, it is internal representation is nothing but a list of a subject type. It is storing the data. Whenever we are using trigger.new map or trigger.old map, it is internal representation is nothing but a map object. It is creating in the map object id and a subject type. It is storing the record is storing in the subject type, and id is nothing but the record id. It is storing here. So these are two are storing here. This is the way it is storing the data. Now we have some of the context variables related to boolean type of variables. If you want to check the operations, what type of operation you are performing, that is if you want to check, then we are using trigger.isInsert, trigger.isUpdate, trigger.isDelete, trigger.isBefore, isAfter, like this we are using these are the operations. If it is your operation is insert, then trigger.isInsert method is returns true, otherwise it returns false. If your operation is update, then trigger.isUpdate operation update is returns true, otherwise it is false. Whether it is a before operation, then it is returns true. If it is a after insert, after operations, then it is after is returns true. If you want to create a trigger, then the syntax is trigger name on s object we are using. Event 1, event 2, event 3, like this we can pass the required number of events. Maximum the events are 7 events we can pass. What are the 7 events? Before 3, after 4. You write the business logic here. Now simple example if you want to write, so write. Now whenever we are using here, there is one s object is a one class, public class. S object is a class. This class is contain one method. This class is contain one method. Public void add error is a method. string error message. String error message, it is contain some code. A subject is a class. This class is given one method. Add error is a method given by a subject class. By using this add error method, we can generate the error messages whenever it is performing DML operations. What operations? Whenever we are performing DML operations. If you want to restrict to DML operations, if you want to restrict to DML operations, then add error method is executed. You can use the add error method. Add error method, you can use the add error method. By using this add error method, we can restrict the DML operations. Now, a subject is a class. It is a parent for every classes. Like we have a one class account extends account contact lead customer transaction, like this. Any classes a subject is the parent. So whenever we are using the account, can we get the add error method functionality, add error functionality into account? Sindhuri.
I did not understand about add error method, Rajender.
Okay, a subject is a one class. This class contains some functions. Can we use these functions into your account or not? Parent child relations. Is it remember inheritance? Is it remember inheritance?
Yes, Rajender.
What is the
Yeah,
inheritance?
it will extend all the functionalities of the parent class.
Yes. Okay. That is the point. Whatever methods are available in the parent, all these methods also in the child also you can use. Yes or no?
Yes.
Here one method is there in the S subject. Can I use this method in the account or not? I'm asking only that question.
But as per the concept, yes, I think.
Yes. I'm asking only concept only.
Yeah.
Whatever methods are available in the S subject class, those S subject functions you can use into account also. Same as
Yeah.
it is, you can use into contact. Can we use in the customer? Yes. In all the areas we can use. Here we have a one class is a subject is a class. There is one method is add error is a method. Makes a record with a custom error message and prevents any DML operation from occurring. So whenever you are performing the any DML operation, it cannot allow to perform the DML operation. If I use this method, this method cannot perform any DML operations. And one more thing, it is custom error messages. Whenever we are performing the DML operations, at that time, if you want to provide custom messages, then we are using the add error method we are using. This add error method public void add error string message. So error messages we are providing. If you want to provide some error messages through add error method, we are providing the error messages. If you want to create your own error messages, then we are using the add error method. Clear?
Why shouldn't we perform any DML operations? I mean,
If you
why
want
to
to
restrict
restrict,
those?
Salesforce is provided. This is a method. You can use this method. Through this method, whenever this method is executing, then it cannot allow to perform any DML operations.
I mean, is there any special need to restrict those operations?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
I have one account object is there. Okay. I have one account record is there. Whenever I'm deleting this account record, I don't want to allow to delete this record. Normally it is deleting, account record is deleting. Okay, whenever I'm deleting one account record, normally it is deleting. But whenever I'm deleting, I don't want to delete this record. So I want to restrict this record. In this case, we are using some add error method. If I use the add error method, it cannot perform delete operation.
Okay.
It cannot perform delete operation. So for this, we are creating one trigger. If you want to create a triggers, in the standard object, one navigation is there, and custom objects another navigation is there, and we can create triggers in different ways. Different ways to create a trigger. How to create the trigger? One is standard navigation. One is developer console. One is Eclipse IDE. Using Eclipse IDE, you can create. Like this, we can create the triggers in different ways. We can create the triggers. If it is a standard navigation, how to create the standard navigation means, go to setup, build. What is the option? We require build is the option. In the build, customize, because any standard object is available, customize only. If you want to create one trigger in the account, click the account. In the account, triggers. Okay, I'm creating one trigger. If you want to create a trigger, just click the new. What is the syntax for create the trigger? Trigger name, on which object, and events. So object name is trigger name is I'm writing account delete trigger. I'm creating account delete trigger on account object. Event is before delete. Before delete only, I want to execute the error message. So I want to generate some error messages. Whenever we are performing delete operation, then only I want to perform. Now here, before delete event, what is the context variable we are using for before delete? What is the context variable here? For this trigger.old. Trigger.old is required for this. Now trigger.old is whenever we are using what type it is? New or old, what type it is? List of S object type. Whenever we are deleting this account record, some account record, this account record information is storing into trigger.old. From this trigger.old, we are using one more variable, is using some local variable. We are storing that value into one list of S object type we are storing. Now I am creating list of S object type. Here I am creating list of S object type. I am creating. In the list of S object is nothing but the what type of object here you are using? Account. So what is the object is required? List of account is required. Now ACC list equal to trigger dot old. In the trigger dot old, the value is available. Account record value is there. That account record value we are getting and we are storing into one local variable ACC list. From the ACC list, that record we are getting. How to get the, how to read the record? For loop account ACC colon ACC list. Now in the ACC list, ACC dot add error method I am using. Whenever I am using add error method, it cannot allow to delete the operation, delete operation, because whenever we are deleting, at that time only we are executing this method. So if your operation is delete, before deleting the record, we are throwing the some error message. Sorry, you cannot delete this record. Sorry, you cannot delete this record. Save this. Now, if it is active, then only the triggers are executing. If it is inactive, then triggers cannot execute. We are using the save, kick save, both are same only. Now, open the account record. Delete one record. Whenever we are deleting, we are getting the custom validation error. So validation error while saving the records here. Sorry, you cannot delete this record. This is your own message you are passing. So if you want to pass your own messages and to restrict the DML operations, then we are using add error is a method we are using. Clear, Andy?
Yes, Rajendra.
Vamshi, is it clear? Vamshi. Okay. Okay. Now, if the trigger is disabled, inactive, then whenever you are performing delete operation, even you return trigger, but you are deactivated. In this case, it cannot perform. Directly it is deleting. So if you want to delete the record, you can delete the records. It is not accept. It is not restricting. Okay. So now here the same code you can modify and you can use it like this. Instead of storing local variable just here, directly also you can pass here. You can remove that one line of code. For account to ACC colon trigger dot old. You also write directly, also assign the value directly in the for loop and read the data from the trigger data old. Directly also you can use it. In this case also same thing, only it is performed. If I'm using activating the trigger, now if I'm removing the one record, it is not allowing. If you want to restrict, then you can restrict the data by using the triggers concept. If it is a custom object, how to write the trigger? If it is a custom object, go to object definition page. This is some transaction is there. In the transaction, we have transaction object definition page, view object. This is the object definition detail page. In this, just after fields creation, after validation rules, we have triggers. Click the new. Take the one trigger, write the trigger, same type of trigger, you can write it. Now trigger, delete customer or delete transaction. Trigger exception or exception trigger. Event before delete. Now I am using here before delete. I am using here for loop. In the for loop, transaction object underscore underscore c tr colon trigger dot old. Now tr dot add error of sorry you cannot delete this record. Save it. Whenever we are deleting the any transaction, it is throwing some error messages. Sorry, you cannot delete this record. Like this, you can pass the error messages. Then we are creating the triggers. This is for custom objects. This is for custom object. If you want to create some other, okay. Here we have a one field is created. Welcome is the one field is created. If any record is inserting, if I enter the some data and if I click the save button, then one record is creating, new record is creating. Whenever we are creating the new record, welcome to new customer, I want to store the data in this field automatically. I want to insert some data, welcome to new customer. Suppose if I am modifying this data, in this case I want to generate the, so one more message, welcome to old customers. If it is the editing, welcome to old customer. If it is a new customer, that means if it is the insert operation, new customers. If it is the update operation, old customers. Like this I want to display some message. For this we are creating the trigger message we are creating. If you want to create a trigger, you can create the triggers. So in another way also you can create developer console. New Apex triggers. In the developer console, select the new Apex triggers. Name is welcome customer or welcome cust trigger. I'm taking welcome customers trigger. And the object is, on which object you want to write. I want to write the object is a customer object. Then select the customer. Now, when it is required, before insert record only I required, and before update, before update, I'm using for loop customer underscore underscore c cust colon trigger dot what is required. What is the keyword? What is the variable? Is it new or old?
Trigger dot new.
Because it is a
New.
operation is a
Insert.
insert or update. Trigger dot new we are using. Now, if trigger dot is insert, your operation is insert operation. If your operation is a insert operation, then we are using customer dot welcome field, customer dot welcome underscore underscore c equal to welcome to new customers. Now, if your operation is trigger dot is update, customer object dot welcome underscore underscore c equal to old customers. Now, save it. If you are this is activating, then only it is executing, otherwise it cannot execute. So I'm inserting the one record, Ramakrishna. Now I'm inserting like this. If I click the save, welcome to new customers. Suppose if I am editing this record, 45,000. Welcome to old customers. That means before update, before insert. If your operation is insert operation, then is insert we are executing. Before inserting, this is the operation we are performing. If your operation is a update, before update we are executing the this is a trigger is executing. Clear?
Yes, Rajendra.
Yeah, yes. Okay. Now there is one field is gender is the one field. Gender is the field. If the gender equal to male, I want to append prefix is Mr. is required. If it is a gender equal to female, now Miss is required. Gender equal to male, Mr. and gender equal to female, Miss is required. If the gender equal to none, normally only I want to store. So for this I am creating gender trigger is creating. Now I am creating new trigger. Gender trigger on the customer object. Now for loop customer underscore underscore c cust colon trigger dot new. Before insert only I'm inserting. Now if cust dot gender underscore underscore c equals to male, customer dot name equal to Mr. plus customer dot name. Whatever name is there, for that name extra we are adding the Mr. That is if the case of gender equal to male. If I am selecting else if customer object dot gender equals to female, customer dot name equals to Miss, customer dot name, else customer dot name equals to customer dot name only, customer dot name equal to customer dot name. Only gender only I am executing. Insert the record. Ramakrishna, I am selected Mr. Female, sorry, male. It is a Mr. Ramakrishna. Suppose I am creating one more record. Vijaya or Lakshmi. Now I selected female. Now Miss. Lakshmi only, but I did not select any value. Lakshmi only. This is the way we are displaying the some triggers. If it is a male, then it is a Mr. If it is a female, then it is a Miss. If it is a none, then normally it is not selecting any value. Now, here we have one is the object is the account is the object. In the account object we have one custom field I created. Custom field I created. How to create the custom field? How to create the custom field? Go to view fields, new. Then select the field type. Create a normal field. How to creating? Same as it is also. In the standard object or custom objects, the same type only we create. I created one custom field is number of contacts. This field type is some name. This field type is nothing but the number type of field. If I entered 3, if I provided something Wipro, then Wipro is the account. After insert the account, I want to create 3 contacts are required. I want to create the 3 contacts after creating the account only. So how many contacts we are creating? We are creating 3 contacts after inserting this record. So for this I am creating the number of contacts 3. For this creation I am creating one trigger is creating. In the trigger I am calling the number of contacts are creating. Now if I entered 3, here we required map concepts are required. This name is a key type and this number of contacts is nothing but a value type we are storing. There is a map. In the map put method we are using. This is nothing but the Name is nothing but a ID. Internally we are storing the ID. For this ID, record ID, number of contacts 3 we are creating. So I'm creating the number of contacts for this. Already this is available. Auto contact trigger on the account object after insert to account record. I created one map is created. In the map type ID and decimal type I created map object. Whenever we are creating one account record, the account record is getting and it is storing into account trigger.new. From that here account ACC record we are getting whatever record is inserting. This is after inserting only. After inserting that record is fetching and that record is storing into account object. The record is values are contain. What are the values it is contain? Account name, phone number, what are the fields are there? Every field is contain account to this. Now map one data put off acc.id. From that account record, whatever record is created, the same record it is fetching from the database and it is storing in the trigger. So from that trigger, we are getting that value and that account ID we are storing into now map. This is the as a ID and number of contacts we are storing as a value. This is the key. This is the value. Key value pair we are storing in the map. So we created that value into map object. Now map object. Now, if map1 size is greater than 0, that means if any record is created, new records are created, that record ID is and the map size is greater than 0. That means if any records are storing in the map, then the size is returns greater than 0. Sometimes whenever we are inserting null values also it is greater than 0 only. If it is a null value, I don't want to perform any operation. If it is a map value is not equals to null, map1 is not equals to null and size is greater than 0, then only I want to perform the operation. What is the operation I want to perform? There is a key set is a one method. Key set whenever we are calling all keys related to map keys, all the keys it is returns. Whenever we are calling the map1 key, key is nothing but a ID, account ID here. In the case of in this scenario, the key is nothing but a account ID, account ID. This account ID we are getting, that is we are storing into some variable. IDs is a one variable. In the for loop we are getting that value and we are executing the for loop. And in this we created one more for loop. Integer I equal to 0, I less than or equal to map1 dot get of ID. What is the get method? The get method is used to value retrieve the value. ID, whenever we are passing the IDs, ID is nothing but a key. Whenever we are passing the key, then associated value is returns. The ID value is nothing but ID is the Wipro. For the Wipro, value is number of contacts are 3. Then that means whenever we are calling get of IDs, here in this case 3 is the output it returns. 3 means the number of contacts it is creating, 3 contacts it is creating and it is reading the 3 contacts from this. That means here this loop is executing 3 times. In this case what happened? This loop is executing 3 times. Every time we are executing, one record is creating. What is the record? So contact con equal to new contact. Contact dot last name equal to c plus I. What is the C? C is the one name I am taking, last name. I is 1, C1, C2, C3 like this it is creating the number of contacts. And we are building the parent-child relation. We are building the parent-child relation. we are building the parent-child relationship by using the contact dot account ID equals to IDs. The ID is nothing but whatever ID we are getting, that ID we are passing here. Parent ID we are passing here. Now, if you want to add any name, field names, you can write the field names. Now, here directly we are using, generally we are using insert to contact object. Okay. Whenever we are using insert to contact object, the contact record is inserting. But the DML operations we can perform maximum 150 operations only. At the single transaction, we can execute only 150 DML operations only. Only 150 DML operations only we can perform. More than 150 DML operations, if it is a more than 150 DML operations, we cannot perform here. DML statements, 150 statements only we can perform. So in the case of here, if I am providing 150 more than 150, here it is throwing the error. So instead of this error messages elimination, we are using one list is creating. In the list we are storing these contacts. So outside we created one list is created. In the list we are storing the contact records. Outside for loop we are calling, we are creating the insert contact list. We are creating, whenever we are creating, at the single time 50,000 contacts we can create. That means if you want to create anything, if you want to perform any insert operation, so by using the list 50,000 operations you can perform. So this is the way we can we can achieve the what is governing limits we can eliminate by using like this operations. So if the list size is greater than 0 and it is not equals to null, then we are inserting this record. Now I'm saving this record. Now go to account object and create Wipro record. Whenever we created Wipro is created for the Wipro C1, C2, C3. Suppose I am creating one more record, Gensar. For Gensar I am provided 2. If I am selecting 2, the loop is executing 2 times and it is creating the 2 records. Like this it is creating the 2 contact records. C1 is the one contact and the C2 is the one more contact.